Am I the asshole? For not enjoying my boyfriend's surprise to me while sick? TW stalker-ish behavior? The past couple weeks I've been extremely sick and haven't felt like leaving the house or do anything. This sucks for me because nobody likes to be sick, but I am a busybody and being bedridden is awful. I also haven't seen my F19 boyfriend M20 in a while, and he keeps asking me when I will see him, and I tell him I want to wait until I'm at least not running fevers because I wouldn't want to pass anything to him. Especially because he has little siblings and a baby sister, and I would feel awful if I got them sick. He's very persistent though and keeps saying how much he misses me and he wants to see me. He texts me multiple times a day asking to come over, and I keep telling him not yet. Especially because my fevers are up in the 104 range. Yesterday both my parents were at work, so it was just me at home. I've been in and out of sleep because I've been sick, so I was asleep most of the day yesterday. Mind you, my boyfriend works MF, so in no way did I expect this. Around 2 p.m. I'm waken up to someone rubbing my back. Before opening my eyes I think it's my father home on his lunch. Nope, it's my boyfriend. I'm very shocked at first and ask him what is he doing here. He says he couldn't stand being apart and wanted to surprise me. I then asked how he even got in because my parents always lock the door before leaving, and he says he guessed the garage combination because it's the same digits as my phone password, which is what my family use as a common password. I'm a bit taken aback and I tell him it wasn't cool to show up uninvited. He told me it seemed like I was ignoring him and he wanted to come see what's up. We went back and forth about it for a while, me keeping my point of it's rude to show up uninvited, and he just tells me I should be grateful to see him and I need to stop whining. After a while he left, mostly because I made a point to say my parents don't know you're here and wouldn't be happy with me for having you over here without their permission. Since yesterday he has not talked to me. Am I the asshole? Thank you for all the feedback. I'm trying to read everything, but there's a new comment every time I refresh. I will give an update once I talk to him, I just don't know how I want to approach this yet. A lot of you are worried about my fevers. Sorry for the exaggeration. I have been sick for a couple weeks, but my fever just started this week. I have not had high fevers for weeks, haha no. Started with just congestion and sore throat and recently just turned into cough and fever, and yes, I have been to the doctors. Thank you. Not the asshole, and his behavior seems creepy as fuck. Personally, I'd want to get the hell away from him after that. Because, let's break it down. He refused to believe you were sick. To satisfy himself, he then breaks into your house. He then touches you when you're asleep. When you're rightfully disturbed by his behavior, he tells you that you are wrong and that you should be glad to see him, and that you need to not whine about him not believing you were sick, and that he broke into your house and touched you in your sleep. You don't have a boyfriend. You have a stalker. Step 1: get your ass to the doctor, because a fever of 104 for any length of time is a sign of something more than a bug. The only time as an adult that I've popped a fever that high was a symptomless UTI, and those can get really serious if not treated. Step 2: this is not your boyfriend, this is your ex-boyfriend. Respond accordingly. Good chance he didn't believe you were sick, and that's why he stomped a number of boundaries to see you. This is beyond red flag behavior. Your instincts are correct. Not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. This is genuinely disturbing. Please tell your parents what happened, and if possible request they change the password to the garage. Not the asshole. Change that password on your door. He doesn't believe you and breaks into your home when he isn't satisfied with your answer? Run? This is an obvious not the asshole, but also, if you've been running a 104 fever for weeks, and assuming it isn't due to a known issue, you need to see a doctor. OMG, this is not okay. He didn't surprise you. He repeatedly asked, and when you repeatedly said no, he just did it anyhow. This is in no way acceptable. This isn't loving. It is all about him. You told him what you wanted. Change the passcode to the garage in your phone. This guy is only concerned about his own desires. Block him and count yourself lucky that you discovered this about him before it turned even more serious. Not the asshole. He broke into your house and he thinks you're the problem here. You told him multiple times that you don't want to see him, and for good reason. You don't want to get him or his family sick. Instead of being reasonable and listening to you, he decided that he was going to see you. Damn the consequences and how you feel. Are you sure you want to be with a guy who won't take no for an answer and brute forces his way anyway? Not the asshole. WTF. He thought you were ignoring him a bit, so his solution was to break into your parents' home. Fully unhinged, manipulative behavior. Please tell your parents what happened and stay away. Not the asshole. Please tell your parents. The code to the lock needs to be changed immediately. So does your phone code. Don't match it with the lock. This is absolutely deranged and can go real bad real quick. Not the asshole. Triangular flag on post. He said it. He didn't believe you were really sick. The hell? Not the asshole, and you should alert your family. Dude literally broke into your home without permission. His obsessive behavior is definitely stalker level. Not the asshole. You told him not to come over. He came over anyways. He came into the house without permission, trespassing, and expects you to be okay with this. He wakes you up by rubbing your back while asleep? Creepy. Has being told, "You should be grateful I did the thing you told me not to do" ever made someone grateful they did the thing they were specifically told not to do? If I was in your shoes, I would be getting better than dumping him. He did something you explicitly told him not to do. It's creepy how he thought it was okay to just come into your house without asking anyone and crossing a boundary without even saying sorry. Actually, I would be breaking up with him now and telling your parents to change the code to your lock so he can't just walk back into the house again. This behavior is creepy as hell and seems incredibly dangerous. Not the asshole. First, get yourself to your doctor or an ER. You've been sick for far too long and you need a diagnosis, pronto? Second, dump this guy, yesterday. This is very creepy and disturbing behavior. Not the asshole. You deserve your space and privacy. He shouldn't have just come inside. Also change the passwords on all devices. Who knows what else he will just get into. Not the asshole. Major red flag. Change the password and dump this creep.